This is Business Unusual, and we want to look at the world of tech now. Samsung is doing its bit to bite into Huawei's market share. The technology giant has unveiled a new version of its Galaxy Note smartphone. It comes with a fast 5G network connection and improved camera features. All this in a bid to revive slumping profits and widen the gap with its struggling rival. So, after that presentation, our business reporter Wandiswa Ntengento sat down with Samsung's CEO for an in-depth interview.
Samsung has been in the South African market for 25 years. What lessons have you learned from operating in a market like this?
Yeah, thank you, first of all, having me for tonight. So we started our operation in South Africa in 1994, 25 years ago, which is a very historic year in South Africa. We know that. And since then, we learned a lot from South African market and customers. And as a global company, Samsung, we always trying to how we can support global consumers, including South Africa. So always what we are learning from South Africa, what they need and what they want into our product. So South Africa is always important for us, and the biggest learning is there are a lot of common things between South Korea and South Africa, like emotional and the cultural thing. Amazingly, I found for the last 3 years, there are a lot of common things between South Africans and the South Koreans. So we started South Africa is the #1 launching country in the world. So for example, today, we are launching new product. So many different brands, they launch their new product, iconic model, later in South Africa. But Samsung, we always choose South Africa as the #1 launching country. And always listen, and part of a global impact like today is South Africa is always part of a global launch. So. And one more thing we are learning about South Africa is we always think the youth, the young generation is for the future. So Samsung, we think our future is rely on the young generation as well. Why? They are driving the growth. And Samsung wants to drive the growth as well. So because we see South Africans over the 70% of the population is under 25 years. So that's why we are more focused on South African market to understand and reflect and redefine our strategy.
I mean, the series, the Galaxy series, has been in existence for 10 years now. Now, what elements has Samsung changed to make it more appealing in 2019 and to the South African consumer?
Yes, very interesting and question. So we started the Galaxy Note 2011, and with the 5.3 inch, when the market for the smartphone was the biggest phone screen size was 3.5 inch. So many people left. That's not a phone, right? That's a tablet type of thing. So they call the phablet. But we drove all those innovations with the big screen size and with the S Pen, because we understood that consumers want more the eco environment, useful knowledge of the phone and the useful usage of all those functions. So now, this time we launch Note 10 and Note 10 Plus with the 2 different variants, because consumers, people like me, want to have more handy small phone, and we have a small size phone. Galaxy S Note 10 is 6.3 inch. Now we call 6.3 inch is a small screen size, because we have a Note 10 Plus is a 6.8 inch. Only Galaxy Note has S Pen functions. So last year we launched the Bluetooth controlled S Pen. So you can take a photo, put the phone over there, and using the Bluetooth pen. And this year we have a motion gesture. like a gyro effect. You can use the as a pen as your remote control. So you can move the slide by snapping left, right, forward, backward, and the front and backward, and zoom in, zoom out. That's S Pen's many interesting features. And third one is a camera. Always consumers know there's no question. Samsung Galaxy is the best camera. So this year, we have another innovative feature called the audio zoom. So when you are taking video, and if you zoom in on a certain person, then you can hear that person's voice. It's almost a pro-grade camera. So there are 3 points again. First, the design, and we have two variants. And second one is more powerful S Pen. Third one is the innovative camera, which is almost a pro-grade camera function.
I mean, these features sound like they're very high quality. Surely, a consumer has to spend a considerable amount of money to have these devices. What can a consumer expect to at least pay?
Oh, so this one, we are working with all the major operators in South Africa. So you will see the price. Each network and the Samsung, we are working together. So that will be premium product, yes, but it's very affordable. And there are many different price programs from our operating partners. So you will see it's not that high. It's a premium product with powerful functions, then something you can affordable.
So in the past, Samsung has introduced mobile pay, which has really revolutionized, basically changed the way consumers use the Samsung mobile phone. So, what features are going to be integrated in the new Samsung, to make doing business, basically doing business easy?
It's a great question. So a year ago, we launched Samsung Pay in South Africa. And since then, do you know how many transactions in South Africa? Over 1 million transactions for last 1 year. That means consumers does not need to bring the credit card, does not need to bring the wallet. So only smartphone is good enough. Tap and pay. And it's more simpler and safer and convenient. Pay any place, 100% coverage. So why it's safer? Because they cannot copy the phones, and there is all the Knox Guard, the security program. So there can be zero fraud case happen. So 100% secured. And one more important thing is we launched Galaxy Watch. And the Galaxy Watch is a part of Samsung Pay. You can use this phone, watch. I call this phone because it has embedded SIM as well. So you don't need to bring the even smartphone. This phone, Samsung Galaxy Watch, can be used for the phone and including Samsung Pay. So this is all the evolving the technology we are introducing into this South Africa.
So, and lastly, what's the future of innovation in the South African?
So there are a lot of innovations in the future. So the next level innovation for Samsung is mainly 3 key initiatives. First one is IoT, Internet of Things, and the AI, artificial intelligence. The third one is 5G. So some are next year or now currently, and some of those initiatives will be in 3 years, 5 years. So Internet of Things means it connect all devices. So, and how we can turn our home into smart home and connected home. So think about the Samsung is a very good position because we have a good smartphone and TVs and the fridges, air conditioner, washing machine. That's a smart home. So Samsung, we have all those brands, and the product category. And we are connecting all those devices through the smart things applications. And second, the artificial intelligence is how we can make all those the interconnect work. That's artificial intelligence. So the AI is our key vision for the future. So we use Bixby as voice command and everything using through the Bixby and interconnected. And the third part is 5G. So 2019, this year, 5G launched in South Korea, followed by America and other countries. So already today, over 2 million consumers are using 5G device in the world. And surprisingly enough, 2018, last year, Samsung, we had a successful trial test of 5G in Soweto. So 5G is much earlier than you are thinking.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yoon.
Thank you for having me.